Hello and welcome back to the poll list, issue number 29. We made it. We made it, but it's definitely not going to be a long show tonight because I am pretty gosh darn tired and I really haven't read anything, so we're really just going to do the poll list. We're going to talk about some news, some reviews. We're going to talk about the poll list, then the knick-knack of the week, and then go to bed because I'm very tired. I didn't think the flight and stuff was going to hit me pretty hard, but it definitely did. Hope you guys are doing well. Whew. Hope the first half of the week is treating you right. It is hot in here, man. It is hot in here. Hope you all read some comics instead of, like me, I didn't get to, or I haven't gotten to. Even with this, dude, I'm going to feel bad. Even with this. So what happened in the news? I can tell you. We got our first look at the Superman costume and Nicholas Hoult. Let's see, we got ACOLYTE. We have Comic-Con news. We got Comic-Con news to talk about here. The big dogs are gonna be there, the big dogs. Okay, we definitely have stuff to talk about. So, first thing, have you guys seen the Lex Luthor and Superman costumes for this? What up? Heard James Gunn won't be there. Yeah, me too. I heard that. How you doing, Lewis? Good to see you, man. Exactly. So he won't be there. But did you see the Superman costume? What are your thoughts? Personally, I think it's not bad. I'm not the biggest fan of the underoos. See if we can pull this up real quick. So it's like Frank Grillo. I think that's Rick Flag Sr. So I'm not sure if this connects to Rick Flag in Suicide Squad, which is Rick Flag Jr. Only saw the Superman costume is kind of okay. Like to see it in action. Yeah, you know, once it's color graded, it all depends on how it looks color wise. They do it on purpose to film with it. But yeah, man, I think it looks. I don't mind it either. You know, I'm not the biggest fan of like the boxer briefs, but it's not bad. It's not bad. The S is kind of cool. Differentiates itself. And he's got the high collar, which is kind of like the New 52. Reminds me of that. We have possibly some spoilers here. I don't know. People are saying this guy's something different. A couple different things are saying it. And then we got the engineer. And then we got Nicholas Hoult, of course. Where'd that go? We got Nicholas Hoult. Again, it looks like a bald cap. Wish he shaved his head. I thought he did shave his head. I thought he shaved his head, but that's a bald cap. That's totally a bald cap right there. But yeah, James Gunn and the crew are not going to be at Comic-Con. They said they're going to be filming instead. I see what Corin Sweat can do. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Let's see what he can do. We got pictures of his Clark Kent too, which people are making fun of, like bussin' hair. Oh yeah, Mr. Terrific. the biggest hullabaloo I heard about this was, did you see Grace Randolph? Oh my god. Grace Randolph said something absolutely stupid. Like, brain dead. Ridiculous. I don't understand how she has like 1 million plus subscribers, dude. Nothing new there. Yeah, exactly. Best look at the S shield on Superman's cape. That's true. It's cool. It's cool. I think it looks good. I think it looks good. I think it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be something a little bit new, you know? Something a little new, which I am down for. Dude, let me show you this. Let me show you this real quick. She is, this is pretty arsist word. I don't know who this guy is. Let me see if I can find it. Really said it in a stream. This is on Threads. How do you do this on Threads? Gosh. I don't understand how anybody can actually listen to her. Wow. Okay. Let me play this real quick. If you didn't hear this yet. Oops.
All right, so as for the hair, it's a little retro. I agree with CM. It's a little 70s, a little 60s. It's a little black power, a little political in my opinion. I don't know if I would have injected that into the character. I think I would have just focused on making the character as sexy and cool as possible. And all right, so
something about that. Obviously, that's a whoa moment, man. That's a mask off moment.
Whoa.
Finding his hair political. It's like basically
possible. And all right, so
something about that.
It's a little retro. I agree with CM. It's a little 70s, a little 60s. It's a little black power, a little political in my opinion.
Political.
I don't know if I would have injected that into the character. I think I would have just focused on making the character as sexy and cool as possible.
So that happened. Snyder treatment? Maybe. I don't know about political. I don't know about political. I don't know what she's talking about. I don't get that part at all. That's a weird one, man. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. We'll see. That was cool to see. Next, did you watch ACOLYTE? So there's been some things being said around ACOLYTE. There's even more drama about the Star Wars community because they came out with the video that said like Star Wars is for all of us, but then people in that video have been proven to be kind of mean to other people, like really mean. So I think they pulled the video, but it's just so funny how much, I don't know, it's just fake virtue signaling. It's sucky. Like, let's just talk about Star Wars. So refuse to watch it, all good. So we actually see the mask is a special material that knocks out lightsabers, which of course is very rare and special. But that was my biggest gripe, and then it broke due to being struck by a lightsaber's hilt. And people were like, "Oh, it's brittle." I'm like, "How do you know all this?" It's the show does not give you any information on any of this tech, any of these materials, anything like that. It's very much so just headcanon, or people are just making it up. Anyways, the reveal of who this cat is, he's got ripped arms, of course. He is flexing like a mofo. But the reveal was last night, and I won't spoil it for you. It was definitely a better episode, but only because there was less talking. Because whenever they do talk, it's terrible. nonsensical. You don't know anybody's motivations. You don't even know his motivations. You don't know the main character's motivations. It's like amateur hour compared to House of the Dragon. I mean, compared to anything. It's amateur hour. Pure gibberish. Indeed, Brett. Welcome, bro. Welcome. It's gibberish, man. It really is. You're right. And it's just like, we got 3 episodes left, and it feels like we've just wasted so much time already. So I don't know if the episodes are gonna be like 30 minutes each coming up. I don't know what they greenlit here. I don't know. I think the dialogue in set production is probably the worst in Star Wars. Yes, I think so too. It's ironic too because they tried to market it as, oh, we're not using, the screens. We're not using the room thing that we made. Darth Vader's rampage in Rogue One is peak. Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Obi-Wan had some sparse sets for sure, but they were nice at least. Yeah. They used the room as well. You can definitely tell there are some scenes where you can just like totally tell that they're using the room. It's like him cutting the sand whale, the sandworm or whatever. I don't know. There's a bunch of it for modern Star Wars. Yeah, that's true. The Darth Vader rampage is legit. Yes. Mandalorian was set in barren wastelands, but conveyed a tone, a mood. They took their time at least. Like, you can watch some early Mando stuff, and they definitely take their time doing things. It was more, Mando was a completely different show because it was, I thought it was gonna be, and it kind of started this way, was like Adventure of the Week, and I think that's how they pitched it, and somehow it just lost its way. It became more about Grogu. It became more about, the Jedi again versus like, yeah, it's the Jedi. You could have completed your mission, but then you could have went off and done so many other things. It's just the cash cow that is Mando and Grogu. You can't get away from that. Yeah, because he's a lone ranger. He's a duster. He's a gunslinger, bounty hunter. I think the Stranger had a pretty solid Sith rampage. He did. Vader's was better because it meant more of the universe, but I don't think the Stranger's rampage was like bad or subpar. His rampage was really good. There was some really cool parts and really new things that we really haven't seen in live action, especially. He did a Jedi kebab, which was cool. Very good fight choreography. It was. There was a couple of parts where some Jedi were just standing around waiting for their turn to attack. It was mostly when you're seeing the first battle from May's point of view. But yeah, otherwise it's pretty good. Yeah, Lewis, Hunter becoming the hunted is a much better story than what we got. He kind of was hunted, but he became a crime boss, I guess. There's stage fighting for sure, and it could be explained by fear. Well, fear leads the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Jedi do not fear. If we saw that, I would think that would be better. But I didn't really see fear. Like I said, we've seen Yord use his lightsaber as a flashlight in the past. So I seriously just thought that's what he was doing. Jackie was big mad prior to her Mozambique. She lost her way, she lost her composure. But at the same time, she was a Padawan. But my biggest problem is, how does Jackie do a better job at keeping up with the Master over Soul? It was just some really dumb stuff, man. Like, you don't remember me, do you? You're wearing a mask. How am I supposed to know who you are? You're wearing a mask. Unless the mask means something to some culture that we haven't seen yet, and we're going to see another flashback. Like, maybe the Jedi, maybe he is from another village that wears the mask and had, like, mines, and the Jedi came and killed them, and then he found May the same way because they did the same thing to him. That's probably it. That's probably it. This probably wasn't the only village that those Jedi attacked. They probably attacked another village, and he's a part of that village. Sounds contrived. Welcome to it. I think Saul had the upper hand in their fight, especially hand to hand. Yeah, he did, and he had the chance to end it right then and there. And then Osha told him no, don't do it. Don't kill the unarmed. And then he grabbed his lightsaber, and Yord tried to save him, and then he got his neck snapped. Why is it every single move that Osha and them make, people are getting hurt and stuff? It just sounds... Yeah. Bro, it sucks so much. The weakest relationship is the core of the show. Yes. Dude, did you see that thing I posted? So, May cut her hair, right? To look like Osha. And she switched clothes and all that stuff. Yeah, that's what they say. They say Jedi do not kill the unarmed. And then he throws his lightsaber away. Yeah, that happened. But dude, did you see that May... I forgot about this. May has a tattoo on her forehead. And you can see it through the hair. And if Saul really is Osha's master, you think he hasn't noticed that she doesn't have a tattoo on her head the whole time? And you can clearly see that May has a tattoo on her head. I do not know who is dumber, the writers or the audience that likes it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. There are things to defend, but a lot of these points you can't defend. I really do think, did you guys see the interview? I forgot if it was on Echo Base or something else, but they had someone that was from Lucasfilm on, and they were basically talking about how everyone's afraid to say something. Like I've always said in Marvel, why doesn't somebody just say, no, that's not a good idea. Not a good idea. No, that doesn't make sense. In my very first video on this channel, I say that. And the reason is repercussions. The reason is they're going to go after them if they do so, which is terrible, toxic, corporate behavior, especially in a creative environment. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It could all be rumor and hearsay, but if that's true, it makes a lot of sense why things are happening and not a lot of thoughts are going into stuff. So, but the Jedi doesn't strike in anger. Yeah, he doesn't. He wasn't angry. Yeah, they're not supposed to. If they're angry, then fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate. So they should strike them down nobly and wisely. They should commit murder wisely. So we do know that we have, I mean, I don't really know. They could just been in the trailers, but there's a fight scene that we haven't seen yet, and there are only 3 episodes. So I'm guessing we either have a flashback this next episode or 7. The Jedi are obviously not perfect, though. Yeah, that's true. They're not. They make mistakes. They do things. That's true. But man, there's a lot of stuff in here, and I'm here for the ride. That's the core component of the show. Should that be the core component of the show, or should you be showing me some awesome blossom characters? Make me fall in love with the characters. You said that they were, pretty built up, and I do not agree with that, unfortunately. I will be doing a binge watch at the end of the season, though, to do a full-on review. Maybe we'll do a watch party. It's only 2 hours. It's only like 2.5 hours of a show. By the way, did 4 and 5 seem like one episode, just split? Be right back. Definitely. I think they're effective enough, but they're not the best. Like, yeah, I stand by a 6 out of 10. 6 out of 10. I want to check out the Dr. Alpha books to see more of that metal. I haven't even heard of that. What's that? Dr. Afra? Oh, is that where it's from? Is this the lady who had a relationship with Han Solo? Right? Or am I wrong? It's from Legends and it's brought into canon. Oh yeah, I heard about her. Right? Didn't she have a relationship with Han Solo, or am I mistaken? Employed by Vader. Oh, so it's another person that was employed by Vader and Palpatine and turned good? I don't know a lot about Afra. I don't think she had a relationship with Solo. She's tied to Vader. Okay. Dude, I have not heard about her at all. Why does she look like Rose Tico's sister? That'd be kind of cool if she was Rose Tico's sister. Gonna read up on it? That'd be cool. That would be cool. It's a newer thing, huh? First appearance 2015 in comics. Cool. Interesting. There's Dr. Afra 2016 and 2019. Dr. Afra, other comics. The final issue was released January 31st, 2024. Vader killed her? What'd she do? Well, definitely have to look into her. Alright, that makes sense. That makes sense. Was she in the Vader comics too? Vader likes to kill. If there's one thing we know, Vader likes to kill. I don't mean to, Master. That's my best Anakin. Yeah, man, we got 3 episodes left, and this is gonna be a really good study of storytelling quality and everything else. Like, oof, you know, oof. And again, I do have to apologize. I did not get to read any comics, so this show is gonna be fairly short. But we're just covering some big news. So Palpatine said, "Do it, do it, do it, do it. It is your destiny." I don't know why I put so much lisp on him. Probably it's just me. But yeah, man, that's Star Wars. We'll see. So we got good Superman news. I like the Superman stuff. It's looking pretty cool. Pretty comic accurate. I'm down for it. We got Star Wars going, and now we have Marvel Studios is back at Hall H next month. So, in San Diego. So if you guys don't know, of course, Hall H is the biggest hall at San Diego Comic-Con. It's got the biggest movies, and Marvel are always the ones to dominate Saturday night. Saturday night is the prime time time. It's when the biggest movies usually go there, and then funny enough, Kevin Smith used to have his panel right afterwards. But I don't know if he's done it in the last couple years, actually. But hot off of what is happening, I don't know what spawned them to do this. I don't know if it's, Superman not being there or James Gunn not being there. I'm sure there's going to be... Actually, I'm not sure if there's going to be a WB... There could be a WB panel, maybe not even a DC movie panel. And then maybe he'll have like a pre-recorded something in there. That'd be kind of cool. But these trailers cost a lot of money. If you know anything about video game trailers, they cost probably anywhere between $500 to $1 million to make. I'm pretty sure. So, hope we get updates on Daredevil and Blade. Yeah, I've seen a lot of rumors. I've seen a lot of rumors about what's going to happen with Blade, especially considering Deadpool. I think they're all BS. I don't think he's in there. There's a lot of speculation, though. Daredevil, we might see something. I actually got, I kind of hit up Daredevil updates on Twitter. They're the ones that have been posting a lot of stuff about Daredevil. I follow them pretty closely, but I hit them up because they said, hey, who's going to San Diego Comic-Con? And I'm like, I'm going, what's up? And he said, are you going to attend the Marvel's Hall H? He said H Hall. 10 Marvel's H Hall. Dude, I'm not even sure this dude's American. I'm just gonna say that. I said probably not. And that was the end of that conversation. But if you guys know anything about Hall H, the line is famous. It is famous. It is days old. Super secret Hall H line. What year is this? This is 2013. So this is actually my first Comic-Con. This is actually kind of cool. So this is San Diego Comic-Con blog. They're awesome. But let me show you this Hall H line. This is from 10 years ago, by the way. This is across the street from the convention center. And what these guys are coming from is actually the waterfront. So you line up next to the waterfront and you actually have to camp out the night before to get Hall H for Saturday morning. So you have to get in line on Friday, probably around noon or earlier, for Hall H on Saturday. And if you get in at Hall H on Saturday, you have to stay in that hall all day for the Marvel panel, which happens around 7. Which is madness. You have to stay in the hall the entire day. Of course, you have a bunch of cool panels that happen in it. Hall H, like I said, is the biggest panel, is the biggest room. So a lot of the biggest people are in there. But you do get to go to the bathroom. There's bathroom passes. So, but this is behind the convention center now. And this Hall H line just keeps going and going and going. Here's the Hall H line. Like I said, this is 10 years ago now. Straight wild. Last year, there wasn't a Marvel panel, so the line wasn't that bad. The year before, it was pretty big. It was pretty big. Nice turnout, but probably won't be doing that. I hate lines. Dude, me too. So that's what I said. I told them, heck no.
So then they're trying to help us and get us.
This was
here, and then
2019.
Volunteers the line. Come on.
So this is 2019. This is right after Infinity War and stuff, right?
What happened to all of these people? They've disintegrated.
Oh, that's funny. It actually doesn't look like this much anymore. But yeah, this Hall H line, if Marvel's going to be there, Hall H is going to be insane. But there is no way I'm going to be sitting in line for that. I could not sit in line for that all day. But yeah, they're coming back, and it's going to be a big deal. Like you said, I'm expecting Daredevil. I'm expecting Mate. They've shot nothing for Blade, so I don't think Blade's going to be there. Possibly some announcements on who's making it, that kind of thing. But no recordings, and by that time, on Saturday, by that time, I will already have seen Deadpool and Wolverine. I'm seeing that in San Diego on Thursday night. So hopefully we'll get a video review out right after that. Disappointed about Blade. Me too, man. Me too. It's really sad. They can't get their ducks in a row. They don't know what to do. But yeah, man. On Thursday, we're seeing that movie. Get a review out for you guys. Let's see. We got Fantastic Four, of course. So they think that an appearance by the Fantastic Four cast is going to be there. We got Agatha All Along set to premiere on September 18th. A trailer for that series might drop that weekend. They also got maybe something for Captain America Brave New World and Thunderbolts, since they're both the first half of 2025, which is insane. They're having those two movies in 2025? Wow. The trade points out that Ironheart and Wonder Man have both wrapped. Dude, Ironheart has been wrapped for 3 years. I thought they've been in post-production for 3 years. Wonder Man, oh man, did you guys hear about that story about the stuntman working on that shoot? He passed away, man. That show is cursed. And then, of course, we do have Daredevil Born Again. So, yeah, they say Blade, Avengers. I doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it. Doubt it on that, man. We also got... So that is Marvel's Hall H plans. Again, we'll see. We got Deadpool and Wolverine out 2 days before that. So maybe by that time it did something to the universe that kind of spawns everything that we're going to see from them at that time. And they really do have to change their timeline that they announced a couple years ago because of all the changes. All the stuff. But anyways, the next story, it has to do about Lanterns. So... Lanterns writer Tom King teases HBO's thrilling and epic intimate DCU TV series. So Tom King is writing Lanterns, and I do believe it just got greenlit. I think the next big thing they should have done was set up the Midnight Suns and after Endgame. You think the Midnight Suns? Or like them individually? That'd be kind of cool. Each of the teammates after that to kind of make a side, not Avengers team, because we're gonna have different teams. It's the Marvel Universe. You got Midnight Suns, you got the Midnight Mission, Midnight Suns. Yeah, Midnight Mission. You got X-Men, Avengers. You have a bunch of different super groups. Thunderbolts, Immortals. We don't talk about them anymore, huh? They're excommunicado. But yeah, there's a bunch of different crews. That'd be kind of cool to see. I think it might be too confusing for the general audiences, which is it really is going to hurt a lot of stuff. So it looks like here this is a little bit of, I don't know how people like True Detective Night Country. I didn't get to see it yet, but this person, Chris Mundy, is serving as showrunner, and it looks like and we'll write Lanterns with Damon Lindelof. So it looks like Damon Lindelof, Tom King, and Chris Mundy are making a Green Lantern show. It says Lantern, so maybe it's going to be like a TV procedural, that kind of thing. Or maybe it's going to be kind of like, what do you call it? True Detective. It'd be kind of cool. It's just, oh yeah, Ghost Rider, Blade, Moon Knight, Magic, Werewolf by Night. We do have Werewolf by Night, technically. But does that take place in a different universe? No, it doesn't, right? It takes place in the MCU. It does. That would be cool to do, of course. Technically, they've had Ghost Rider. If you think Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is a part of that, I still never finished Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I just know that a Ghost Rider was on there. Next up, we got Harry Potter. HBO's reboot finally conjures up a creative team as J.K. Rowling gives seal of approval. So it looks like we have a creative team for the TV show of Harry Potter, just so she can forget everything about what's his name. Oh man. Make it rated R. That'd be sick. They have to. Like I said before, dude, I've said this a million times. You can have different properties be different, ratings, and be in the same universe. Gosling might be the new Ghost Rider. I heard about that rumor too, man. I don't know about that. I call a foul on that. I don't know if anybody really, really big wants to get in with a big contract with Marvel. Not a bad choice. Norman Reedus could play Danny Ketch. Who's that? Is that a different Ghost Rider? Who wouldn't want that Marvel money? That's true, but if you get locked into a certain, I mean, it could just be rumors and hearsay, of course, but it's like really tough getting into a contract that you really can't back out of, and it's like 10-year contract. He's a Ghost Rider after Johnny Blaze. Okay, cool. Yeah, the motorcycle looks sick. All right, it's pretty close to Johnny Blaze. Why did they bring him in instead of what happened to did Johnny Blaze die or something? 2008? That's cool. He's basically the same look, though, huh? Motorcycle's cool. Marvel money is one thing. Marvel projects are a completely different thing. Oh yeah, look at that. Johnny Blaze, Danny Ketch, Norman Reedus, like you said, and then Keanu as Johnny Blaze. So it looked like they took kind of the costume of Danny Ketch and made it into the Ghost Rider movie, huh? That's Ronnie Reyes in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yes, I know Ronnie Reyes. That's it. That's it. Thank you. Nope, that's a different thing. Is it Ronnie Reyes? Robbie Reyes, my bad. I saw pictures of something else I was not seeing. I hope it wasn't bad. Yeah, this one. This one caused a lot of controversy at the time. Yeah, Robbie. I wouldn't mind Nicolas Cage coming back as Ghost Rider. He drives a Mustang. Well, of course I would drive a Mustang because I stole it. I stole it in Gone in 60 Seconds. That's my Eleanor. That's like Nicolas Cage and George Bush combined. Gone in 60 Seconds was actually on my hotel TV the other night. Forgot about that movie. It's a good movie. I'm really cool. I'm fine with Robbie Reyes. You know, I wish Johnny Blaze because the motorcycle is just badass, but then this look is not bad either. And honestly, I thought the CG on this TV show was actually pretty good for the Ghost Rider. I thought it was pretty good. Like, that looks pretty good, man. This looks pretty good. It wasn't, they kind of mixed it because it wasn't like this graphical Ghost Rider helmet thing. They definitely made it more closely to be a skull. It has a little bit of the graphic nature, but mostly it's a skull versus like this one. I guess it does. I'll take it back. I'll take it back a little bit. But yeah, that's basically the week in news. There. We are 1 month away from Comic-Con. And I have so much planning to do. So I do have off of work, of course, the 4th of July and the 5th. Definitely going to be doing a lot of prep, a lot of cleanup, getting ready for Comic-Con, and I'll probably sit down and clean out my whole computer. It's my drive that I hold all the footage is actually getting full. So it's 4 terabytes. So it's been, I've had it since 2017, so it's a long time. You don't trust any AAA developers for a Ghost Rider video game? What about the people that did Mad Max? This is WB though, huh? Oh no, EVA Unit 01 fell. Crap. Pick him up. Pick him up. Okay. Nope. Alright, cool. Ready for the poll list? Poll list. What's gonna be the pick of the week? It's poll list. This is actually pretty difficult. Poll list. Alright, I'll do that. Okay. Starting off this week's poll list is the... Do you get to call this penultimate issue? If it's the issue right before the end. But this is the Blood Hunt issue number 4 Red Band edition. I'm trying to remember what happened in the last one. It's probably just because I'm so tired. But I am digging this one. Oh yeah, that's what happened in the last one. The Avengers kind of came back and was able to switch it up and beat up on the vampire crew that Blade sent out to kill them. And then at the very end, we found out that, unfortunately, Miles Morales was turned into a vampire at some point because them, Tigra, what was his name? Hunter's Moon, they all went to Doctor Strange, who was, of course, cleaved in half by Blade. He is now in his astral form because his body form has become a vampire. and it's being held by I forgot his girlfriend or whatever. She's holding it in place basically so that it can't get anywhere else. But yeah, we're shown that Miles Morales is now a vampire. I thought he was hanging out with Dracula, but I don't think Dracula turned him into one. I don't even remember him being bit. But I'm ready to get into this one as soon as I can. We have a huge stack of books, and that's what the 5th of July is definitely going to be for. I'm going to do some reading this weekend. Promise. I just had to do a lot of stuff for this, but yeah. Blood Hunt issue number 4 of 5. Started reading that one? You did? What are your thoughts? Where are you at? Where are you at on that? Are you digging it? I think it's just like it's an event comic, and there's so many characters. They really do lay out all the characters that are involved with it and which faction they kind of are with. I'm at issue 1. Okay, cool. Dude, did you get the red band? But it's definitely an event comic, so it's kind of hard to actually get real character moments and stuff like that in it, because it's just events are happening. You know, I know that there's a lot of side story ones. I heard from my store though that they're not anything special. You know. But if I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It says I'm not logged in. What? Cool. Alright, next one. I am digging this one a lot. I mean, of course, this is another street level Marvel comic that I have. It's on the pull list. Daredevil, issue number 10. Huge fan of Daredevil. I still haven't gotten into the Frank Miller book that I bought on Free Comic Book Day. It's on the list of stuff to read. Of course, you know, we're talking quality here. This is a pretty good quality book. They put a lot of effort into it. It's always got great art on the inside. Of course, Daredevil looking crazy. I don't know why he doesn't have horns in this one. Oh, you can see the horns. It's a weird shot. But the art's really good. I'm having a great time with it. So yeah, this is a good one. I don't know why he's busted up front, but I think that has to do something with Kingpin. No. Kingpin's always involved with this one, and he's definitely involved with the gang war storyline that kind of just closed out a bunch of books. We saw the end of that a little bit in issue 8 and 9. I think they were still kind of messing with an anniversary edition of it, though. Daredevil, issue number 10. Good book. I'm having a good time with it. I forgot to say, it's Ahmed, Cabal, and Abertov. And is this a variant? This isn't a variant, is it? I guess not. It would say variant. Yeah, it's not a variant. I see it on the cover. I don't know why I thought it was a variant for a second. I usually don't dig variants. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Number 10. Next one. This one is a Blood Hunt tie-in, but we have Tigra, Hunter's Moon, and I forgot her name. The other names. But they're a part of the Midnight Mission, and this is Vengeance of the Moon Knight, issue number 6. Now this is dealing with the Blood Hunt storyline, so it's taking place in that timeline. And we've seen it in the past too, where this whole book kind of started out by the Shroud impersonating Moon Knight. So the Shroud uses dark powers, darkness, and him and other dark power users were used to open up not a portal per se, but they kind of clouded the entire planet in darkness, which then led to the vampire invasion. So I really want to know how that happened. Who was the one that set up all that? Was it a cosmic thing? I don't know. I don't think we've even talked about that. But that's what happened. and now we're just dealing with a bunch of vampires. Use the 8-ball. I'm digging the book. It's really the first Moon Knight book that I'm in. Unfortunately, it was after like Mark Spector passed away. We'll see. We'll see. This looks almost like a different art style than the other Vengeance books. No, it's not. It's not. Look, there's a new Werewolf by Night issue number 1 coming out. Another red band format. August 2024. That'd be kind of cool to grab. That'd be kind of cool to grab. New Werewolf by Night. But yeah, this art on the bottom is really good. Here, look at that shot. Pretty cool stuff. The imagery on this character, on this book, you can do some really fascinating things with it. I don't know why I can't remember the name of that lady. Unfortunate. Vengeance of the Moon Knight, issue number 6. The official Blood Hunt tie-in. Man, we are Marvel heavy here, aren't we? Definitely Marvel heavy, but the back half isn't so much. It isn't so much. Next one, having a great time with this one. We got Red Coat by Ghost Machine, issue number 3. It's Jeff Johns, Brian Hitch, Andrew Curry, Brad Anderson, and Rob Lee. Really great creative team on this one. Of course, this is a $3.99 book, and you're getting that image quality. How is it? I dig it a lot. It's a little more comedic. The character of the Red Coat is a lot funnier than, let's say, Geiger. There is some levity in Geiger, but this one's definitely a little bit more goofy. Still waiting on Rook Exodus issue number 3. You haven't gotten it? Might have been today. Did it come out today? But yeah, this one's really cool. It's taking place, I think, in the late 1800s, because Albert Einstein is a child in America, and he meets up with the Red Coat, but there is some, goofy, what do you call it? When it's like not spiritual, but it's kind of the occult. There's dealings with founding fathers and the occult. Like Ben Franklin and others were part of this occult, and they were able to make people immortal. So you have this Red Coat, and then you have Benedict Arnold, who's still alive in the late 1800s. So it's a really goofy story, but he has been, and you can see the occult item at the bottom. That's like a book of the occult. But he's been stabbed by an axe or something, and the wound is not healing, and it's actually hurting him. And Benedict Arnold's the one's like that just so happens to know more about the stuff, and he's like, "You fool, you're gonna die in 3 days." So it looks like Albert Einstein and the Red Coat are going to try to figure out how to stay alive. So this one's I'm having a good time with this one. This one's kind of fun to play with historical characters. And it's this world's version of those historical characters, because this is the same exact timeline where Geiger takes place too. So much different. It's like a parallel Earth kind of thing. That one's pretty cool, man. That one's a lot of fun. Okay, this one might be getting a little bit too... I feel like they're having problems with this book. I really dig it. It's an alternate universe to the Spawn universe. This is probably the third Spawn book that I get. And this is Rat City, issue number 3. So Rat City, think of kind of like Batman Beyond, except it's a different dimension and in the future, kind of. Again, really good image quality. Good card stock on the outside-ish. This is a $2.99 cover, $2.99 price though. But what happened was the events of the Spawn book kind of had splitting out interdimensional outcomes. And in this one dimension, the Force got infected onto multiple people, and now he has kind of become the spawn of this universe. So it's kind of, like I said, a futuristic, neo-noirish looking of a thing. That's the new spawn in here. So he's kind of cyber-techy, robotic, that kind of stuff. It's actually a pretty cool universe. I'm digging it a lot. The red on his suit is actually the blood of his friend. It's pretty cool because the blood of the blood of his friend had the nanites in it too, or whatever. So now he wears his friend's blood as a cape. It's pretty freaking crazy. But yeah, I'm having a good time with this one. The reason I was saying that stuff at the beginning is because they're advertising it as a Spawn Universe title. So I feel like, is it not selling well? Like, did they have to... This is really on the nose Spawn related. I'm not sure if the word wasn't getting out. I'm digging it so far. The characters, you know, there are a lot of them are ex-soldiers who have been kind of dicked around with the VA of this universe. They're being worked on by some company, basically experimented on. And then if the experiments don't match, they kick them out and don't help them again. So, very messed up world. This is Schultz, Carlos, and Ramos. Rat City, issue number 3. I hope it sticks around, man. I'm having a good time with it. Next is by Jason Starr and Dalibor Talajic. This is from Magma Comics. I don't know if you guys remember this one. It's about a man and a woman who are working for this corporation in the future, and they are like giving this presentation on this new technology that they're making. They work with a tech company, and it turns out that they get let off. They get fired. And so now they have a plan to basically break into the tech company's building, steal some stuff, and this is Silicon Bandits issue number 2. It's been a long time since we had a Silicon Bandits title. Now this is a $3.99 title by Magma, but I thought the story so far, it's like they are a couple, and I dig the characters, I dig the chemistry between them. It's interesting of a story, of a art on here though. They use a lot of full-on colors, and there is nudity, so I gotta watch out for this. Laid off, just like real life. Yes, exactly. They were laid off, exactly. I'm trying to make sure there's no nudity, to show you like the colors that they use. I don't think there is. It's a really cool way of showing what time of day it is too, and what kind of lighting. Like one page is fully blue, one page is kind of with like accents. I can't believe I didn't think of the wording. Laid off. Like fully blue with like little accents of color, depending on the type of light source. But this looks to be a little bit more of like a heist, you know, a heist story. Trying to set up, meet some people, that kind of thing. Ooh, it looks like it ends on a pretty crazy note. So we'll see about that. It says, in 2089, in the aftermath of the most recent World War, the former United States is controlled by 4 trillionaires. That's not science fiction. That's not science fiction, dude. And artificial intelligence has taken over most jobs. So that's what these two were making. They were working on one of the company's AI. Kenji Sato and Aurora Withers are among the lucky ones employed by a prestigious robotics company, but when they're terminated too, replaced by the very androids they created, the couple hatches the ultimate revenge plan. So that is the synopsis of the story, and this is like I said, Jason Starr and Dalibor Talajic. I wish I could read better and say people's names better, but this is Silicon. I keep wanting to say Silicon Knights, but that's somebody else. Silicon Bandits, issue number 2. It looks like this is going to take a little bit of time to come out. in between issues. It may have been like a month or longer. But yeah, I'm digging that one. That one's good enough. Next, we got to keep the ball rolling. We love the TV show, and we're digging this prequel to the TV show. It is X-Men 97. Sinister is out in the open, and he is causing some mischief. Of course, Sinister is in the TV show as well. This is a $3.99 title. Yep, and it's by Fox, Espen, and Mia. I'm not sure how far this title is going to go. It might catch you right up to the point of the TV show starting, but the art inside of here is just like in the TV show. The character models are all the same. You know, this might actually, yeah, this is actually the last issue. Seems all right. Yeah, this is actually the last issue. Because in this issue, Morph comes back. You see Morph's return. So it's only a 4-issue arc. Again, really just setting you up with the TV show. But if you really wanted some little extra of, you know, fun little animated bits, I do think this was supposed to come out probably a couple weeks ago when the show was coming out. They may not have been able to be on schedule, or they wanted to try to keep it alive a little bit further, but this was a good job, man. We'll see how it finishes in issue 4, X-Men 97. We'll see how it finishes. Oh yeah, I forgot this was coming out. It's crazy this is a $4.99 title, but this is in the Ultimate line. I could have sworn I got a different Ultimate book today, but this is Ultimate X-Men issue number 4. Now, last time we were introduced to a new girl at school. She was kind of like a, you know, a loner kind of thing. This is all Peach Momoko. And we are following along a couple of kids in school in Japan. I do believe they're high school age. And they are starting to have powers. Now, the cool part is the main character, she has like this being, she's like the vessel for this being that comes out, and we haven't seen him in a while, but he's really protecting her from this dark force, this dark matter. And then, of course, she has a friend. Her name is May. I remember her name. I don't remember the main character's name. But May is cool because she is a mutant as well, and the newest character states it as such. But she gets her powers at this like very stressful moment, just like a lot of the mutants, when I don't know if their immunities are shot or whatever. But on the TV is talking about Storm. It's talking about Storm, and then she has Storm's powers. So it's almost like her cells were watching TV. And then she got the powers. But yeah, this is a great book. Having a good time with it. Peach Momoko doing awesome work on here. That's issue 4 of Ultimate X-Men. I could be wrong. Maybe I messed up on my pull list. On this website it says that Ultimate Black Panther was supposed to come out. But did that come out last week? Or something? Maybe I'm wrong. X-Men. Let me see Ultimate X-Men. When did that come out? It was supposed to come out today. July 17th? What am I on? Number 4. June 12th. No way. Am I all off? So this might be what happened. That this website is a little bit off because maybe printing gets changed. So maybe schedules get changed. I've heard that happen. Maybe deliveries come out at different times too. But this is going to be this last one. This is the pick of the week. You were just talking about it. You're just talking about it, Lewis, but I got it in my hands. This is the pick of the week, Rook Exodus, issue number 3. Super excited to get back into this book. Super excited to get back into this book, man. We have... we got... What's his name? He is... He's the bear one. So what happened was, on this planet, you get these masks that are given to you by the corporation to control different animals. And Ursa. There's a guy going around as Ursa, but he is not Ursa. This dude killed the person that originally had the mask, and he is going around laying the waste. He already got Swine, and he's going after Wolf. What's her name? Wolf, and our baby boy Rook here. Unfortunately, Ursa was also... He destroyed Rook's ship. He was trying to get off the planet. That was his whole goal throughout the comics, was just to get off the planet with his buddy Swine. And yeah, he's killing other mask wearers. Yes. Yes. Exactly. Is she not Direwolf? I thought she was Direwolf. Is she not Direwolf? That is definitely a good character model for sure. I'm loving the Direwolf. Yes, Rook and Direwolf. That's it. It's kind of cute too, because Direwolf and him kind of have a past. You know, they're a little intertwined. Yes. Lycan. All good, man. Yeah, I had to look it up too. I called her Wolf. I didn't know if Direwolf was just me thinking of Game of Thrones, because I'm on a pretty big Game of Thrones kick right now in my head. I had to look it up right here, Direwolf. But yeah, man, I'm digging this whole universe. Ghost Machine, Jeff Johns, you're killing it, bro. Issue number 3. Yes, he is a reluctant hero. Exactly, he is. He just wants to get off the planet, and he has to do more. And his powers, you know, what is his weapon? What is his animals again? It's a bird. It's not all birds. Is it just a hawk? I guess that's powerful, but it's not like, you know, Ursa. It's not, you know, tiger. It's not something else. I don't know. DC spread Jeff Johns way too thin. But then he's writing like 5 books. He's a maniac. I feel like maybe he's doing this and he just is having so much fun with it that it's not work at all, which is the goal for all of us, you know. But they're doing good work over there at Ghost Machine. I believe in them. Rook Exodus, pick of the week, issue number 3. Great time with this one. Great art. Jeff Johns, Jason Fabok, Brad Anderson, and Rob Lee. Rob Lee. He's all over the place too. Oh man, what are we gonna do? Let me see if I can do this for my knick-knack of the week. So, just to let you guys know, in San Diego Comic-Con, I used to kind of go around and not have a mission. I just went around and I bought a lot of stuff. He's writing books, producing the shows, and he even had his hands full with DCEU. DC was making him do everything. That's too much. In work, you really, to be sane, you really have to have trained lieutenants. You know, I know that George with Star Wars had like John Knoll. I think his name was Rob. I forgot his name. They were with Lucasfilm or ILM. Of course, you had Doug Chang and a bunch of other people that he kind of trusted. You know, you really do have to have lieutenants, and that's so you can kind of just oversee if you're supposed to be the overseer, you know. But a lot of people find it very difficult to kind of back away, especially in the creative field, and let the team do it. But if they're making you do stuff, that's not fun. That's not fun. I think he's having fun with these books. I think he's having a lot of fun. I'm having fun reading them. I'm having a great time. But yeah, man, in Comic-Con, I used to always just run around with like a chicken without its head buying a bunch of stuff, spending way too much money. So the last couple of conventions, I've kind of made it my thing to... Is that dice? Oh, it's crypto. What the hell is this? I kind of made it my mission to get like comics, maybe a couple of like fun comics like I did over here, a poster or art piece from an artist, a trade or 2 or 3 so that I can read them, a toy, 1 or 2 that is amazing and special. So you guys know last year I got the Batman Who Laughs, which is like the comic black and white edition. So I wanted to show you guys one of the art pieces that I got maybe a couple years ago now. I think it was 2022 that I got this one. It's now hanging in my room. Let me see if I can get the camera working. I think it's still plugged in, but I don't want to take it off the wall. Really want to go to Fan Expo. Kenny Denver Ghost Machine is going to be there. Oh shoot, cool. Well, shoot, man. You know what I'm gonna say. You gotta take care of business first. You gotta take care of what's important first. You know, that kind of stuff is more important than going. Never put aside your obligations for that kind of thing. Priorities. If you have your priorities in a good row. If the bills are getting paid, that's what's most important. Hey, look at that! Oh my god, it's stuck. I should have done this before. So this is... I forgot who did this art piece, but I love Wayne's World. It was very monumental to me growing up. I watched that movie. I had it memorized in my brain. My friends all know it. But this is a beautiful piece from him. He does kind of like the same thing, but then changes out different, you know, movies and shows. I really wish you could see guerrilla camera work. Yeah, look, it's an action scene. All right, let me see if I can change the light really quick so you can see the colors. Let me change the house light. Hold up. You can see the colors in it. It's absolutely my colors. That kind of washes it out. It's got purples and pinks, and you have the She Will Be Mine. Oh yes, She Will Be Mine guitar. But it's just a beautiful piece, and it's very important to me, this movie, this piece. But I love Wayne's World. One of my favorite. Is that Jason Bourne? What, in this? This thing? I can show you the room. My god. It's Jason Bourne. But yeah, man, I forgot who did this one. I wish I could look it up. I could probably look it up right now. But beautiful piece. This one was kind of funny. This was just some dude sitting at a booth, and he had them up, and I'm like, hey man, I love Metal Gear. Like, how much for it? He's like, oh, $20. Like, deal. So put this in a frame recently. I've had it for so many years. I got this in 2017, but I love it, even if it's just like basic Illustrator work. Like basic Illustrator line work. But these are 2 of them. I of course have a couple more that really mean a lot to me, and I can show you guys those someday. This is the camera. At least it worked. I didn't do the... Oh yeah, I didn't do the knick-knack thing. Well, that's that's good on me. You guys know that every time I do the knick-knack sound, it actually takes away... It like, not blocks it, but it says, like, if we were monetized, we wouldn't be monetized. I really have to turn that thing down. There we go. I muted it. So that was the knick-knack of the week. We can't play the song anymore. I'm sorry. We can't play the song. Let me change it back. The Black Widow movie could have been like the Bourne movie. It could have. It could have, but instead they had to just poop out something. What? End of an era? What's the end of the era? Black Widow? Was that really the end of the era? I can see that being the end of the era. Endgame for sure. Oh, the knick-knack jingle. Yeah, I'll think of something else. I'll think of something else, but yeah. Maybe I'll do it with a kazoo. So, so instead it will be something like this. That's not it. Come on, give me like a good one. Come on, give me a good kazoo cover of it. Gosh. We can't find it. Darn it. I'm sure we can find something. That sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Imagine the movie starts out with Natasha dyeing her hair blonde after what went down in Civil War. Dude! You're already giving me chills, Lewis. Just thanks for reminding me. I do need to watch your videos. No plans. Ugh, dang it. You have a lot of stuff, dude. Dang. Alright, let's watch this. Not Grace Randolph. I can't take her very much longer.
You're gonna risk the entire mission for a mental defective dressed as a court jester. This coming from a guy that wears a toilet seat on his head. We don't leave one of our own behind. Hopefully Harley's still alive.
Oh, no worries, no worries. I'll show these two, though.
What are you guys doing?
You know the deal. Successfully complete the mission, you get 10 years off your sentence.
Oh yeah, that guy.
Yes, that is your hand. Very good.
We're all gonna die.
I hope so.
We fail the mission, you die. We find out any information you give us is false, you die.
If you cough without covering your mouth.
Harley, although that isn't an open invitation for you to cough without covering your mouth.
That's the trailer music for Magnificent 7 remake. Oh man.
This thing is dog.
A dog? What kind of dog do you think it is, mate?
It's just suicide.
Well, that's kind of our thing.
Each member is chosen for his or her own completely
I never
unique
saw
set
that
of
one.
abilities. You fail to follow my orders in any way, and I detonate the explosive device in the base of your skull.
I like this one. I thought it was cool.
You ain't never seen a soldier like me. 1, 2, 3, I'm a vigilante. 4, 5, 6, just stand ass goodbye. When I pull the gun, this somebody got to die.
Take such extreme measures if this mission went more important than you could possibly imagine.
She's great, huh? Oof.
I'ma put your lights out. We can do this right now. I'm ready.
This is when you could still listen to Kanye? Ugh. Starro! Alright, look at you! That was cool. That was cool. What's the next one? Northman? Alright, we're watching that. Really quick, did you record the movie and then do it, or did you take trailers footage and then do it? Let me know. As a horror movie, cool. That part was pretty cool. Damn. Took clips from the trailers and recut them into my style. Okay, cool. Very cool. That part is so sick. This one is like a reimagining Northman as a horror movie. For sure, for sure. I love it.
Even if you were destroyed with your sword.
Cool. Cool. Very cool, man. These look like it's a lot of fun to make. Were they fun? So sick. Very cool. That seems like a lot of fun little projects to do. How, is it just like you you think of it and you're like, hey, why not try it? That's so cool. I kind of get those ideas too, like my music videos that I cut. It's when I listen to music when I walk to the gym, and I just like get an image in my head that I can't get out. And I haven't really been inspired lately by anything. That's why I really haven't come out with any essays. There's been a lot of reviews. I'm curious though, like, how do you guys feel about reviewing this show at the end versus every episode? The next one is Creed, but like an anime opening. Yes, I remember you saying that because you like the Creed stuff. You like Rocky. Ayo, Rocky. That's what I was gonna do too. I forgot to do this before the show started, but we definitely need to pick a new wallpaper. Let me see. What fits our aesthetic? that's one without Doc, so that'd be good. Let's make sure it's good quality. That'd be a cool one to make, man. Ooh, that's kind of cool. The blue one's kind of nice. I'm also doing one for Deadpool and Mad Max. Like together? Hope this saves. Ooh. Sometimes Opera takes a while to save an image. There it goes. I guess I can just talk about it really quick. Browse. Here. Get rid of it. Beautiful. Alright, so new wallpaper. It's the same as the old wallpaper, just without a certain logo. Oh, Mad Max Fury Road. I'm using the Dune Part 2 trailer. Oh! I like that. That one has really good music in it. Very cool. So, I don't know if you guys saw or not. I know we talked a little bit about it. Some craziness happened over the weekend with Dr. Disrespect, and I just want to touch on it a little bit. So I've been a part of the Champions Club since probably 2020, so it's almost been 4 years to the date that I'm a part of Champions Club. And at the time in 2020, I was sitting at home, working from home, not getting outside, scared of the world, kind of just looking at all the craziness, and heard some things, but don't know the full story. I can definitely let you know. But when he came back to streaming on YouTube, I really was in a bad place, and he really entertained, brightened my day, and at the same time he was kind of like a motivational speaker. He talked about getting up there and doing it and that kind of thing. And so I've, like I said, been a fan. I've known about him and watched him, but since 2020 I've watched him a lot. Like I said, I've been a part of Champions Club, so I've been subbed to him for 4 years now. And of course a part of Dead Drop. I am a founder with Dead Drop. I am Militant Unit Militant is my variant name. I even met him in 2021. I shook his hand and said thank you. So the stuff that came out over the weekend and the stuff that he confirmed yesterday really sucks, man. Really sucks. He was messaging inappropriately a minor. So over Twitch Whispers. And I want them to release the whispers, but I'm still not going to be a fan. I'm not going to be a Champions Club member anymore. I can't be with that. I'm not. So I think his statement too, you can go read up on it. I just think it was so like kayfabe. It was just not the right time to do that. It's like, I didn't know you were that deep into it. Didn't realize you were such a fan. Dude, I was huge. I was with him with G Fuel. I bought the G Fuel shaker. I got, like I said, I'm a variant with Midnight Society. I am a founder with his company. Like I said, dude, what hurts worst is like, I shook your hand. That's the part that hits me the hardest. Man to man, I shook your fucking hand and said thank you. So that's the part that really sucks. I don't know if it's like shouldn't build up like the celebrity as a something, anything special. And we never knew why he got kicked off Twitch. But yeah, it feels like a betrayal. I mean, I didn't know him personally. A lot of the streamer friends that he has, they didn't know him that personally either. It's because they just started saying some stuff online. They didn't say anything. Like, if they were really your friend, you would call him. And that was a point that Jeremy from, not Jeremy, what's his name? Yeah, Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers. He's a little tool bag sometimes too. Sometimes he's cool, but he even said these are supposed to be your friends. You can call them. I think Doc will be fine. He'll be radio silent for 3 months. He'll have a comeback stream over everyone's moved on. The man is bulletproof. I don't think so. I don't think he is. That's rough, man. Dude, no worries. Yeah. No worries. But like, you know, I don't even know if his friends were really friends with him and stuff. So they were all making money off each other, you know, playing video games for years, talking probably about content stuff. I don't know if they were like that close. It sounds like they weren't, because like what Geeks and Gamers said, if they were your friend, you would call them up. So, but yeah, that I'm not gonna be I'm thinking about, you know, I feel bad for Midnight Society because as a company, I was kind of like shocked that they let him go on Monday, and I was actually working when I heard about it, or moving or something. I was mid work. I think we were like getting off the plane or something when I heard about it, but I didn't get to see the stream or anything. And I do feel pity for him. I do believe in retribution and forgiveness, but I really think he should just hang it up. Never make friends with streamers. Everyone always has an agenda or a motive. I mean, I'm a streamer. I stream. It's a way to definitely keep my wits about me and also like be creative in a way. You're cool though. Thank you. Yeah, I have never received a DM from anybody like that. So, and if I ever do, that is gonna get blocked. Love that parasocial shit. That's the thing though. Like I don't know. If I shake your hand as a man, I think of it not as a different level, because again, I'm nobody, but still. The only stream I tried it, but it's not my thing. I've been streaming since 2017. No, since 2020. Yeah, I've been streaming since 2020. It was like my birthday, 2020. I've been streaming. Healthy attachment style. I can cut ties and not feel like I'm losing. Well, I guess I can't. But yeah, so like I said, with Midnight Society, I feel bad for him because I think a lot of people are going to cut their ties with them, but it's not their fault. It's after it came out, I'm all like, yeah, get him out. Get him out of the company. And Robert Bowling, who is studio head, he said, if you do this, I cannot work with you. So I feel like I should still support them. You know, I know a lot of the financials was not by Doc and stuff. He was kind of just the face of it. But I just feel bad for the 55 developers that are on this game, and I kind of do want to see what they're going to do, and I hope that I'll probably still be on there next time they do something. It just sucks, but I kind of do want the spotlight to get off of Doc and onto Robert Bowling, these developers who are making this game and who are really trying to do something different. I don't know. I think they're getting good press for their actions, some bad too. Yeah, that's the diehard. That's the diehard people, you know. And that's the one thing I don't like. You see it with political campaigns, you see it with a bunch of stuff, and I guess I fell into it too as a Champions Club member. I guess I had cult of personality. You know, he was just really entertained to me and kind of let me forget about the day, forget about the troubles, and just be entertained. So, not to get too serious on you guys, but that's kind of what it was, and I guess it was a little parasocial. Yes, give it to the devs. I hope they abandon the Web3 shit, though. I think that's kind of cool. I want to see how it really works first. You actually keep your items and stuff. I don't think it's going to be profitable to do this kind of stuff. It's not like going to be Counter-Strike levels of profit. But, you can be serious. Yeah. Well, I don't want to be too serious all the time. Yeah, I might have a good time. This is supposed to be fun. We're talking about goofy, nerdy stuff. Like, we're really... What's next month? We're still reviewing all the TV shows. Like I said, do you guys like the weekly reviews? Or do you guys think I should put it on pause till the show ends? And just do one big review? Not saying I don't like doing the work, because the work's kind of fun. Delay never worked because it's bad technology. NFTs and crypto created for a reason. Yeah, it's bad. I saw it as kind of a way to skirt around the US dollar because it's so inflated. Just make a normal good game with conscientious monetization. Conscientious. That's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be but you get to keep your items. So like think of Tarkov, but you get to keep your items on the blockchain, I guess. That was the innovative part that I liked about it. I did like the movement and what they were doing with it, and then the car stuff, that was kind of cool too. NFTs are a scam. Yeah, I only own one NFT, and that's for Midnight Society. Helldivers 2 model, that could be cool. I mean, of course, things can change. They're still very early on, and we haven't had a snapshot from them since the last time I did a video on the snapshots. And I know they have a lot of people are saying that the game's dead. I really hope it isn't. I really hope people stick on to it because, like I said, there's 55 developers on this team. That's a lot. That's a lot. And they got families, and they're trying. It's not their fault. This is none of this is their fault. Your items aren't on the blockchain. Your items are on a server somewhere. There's a plain text file on the blockchain. Oh, is that what it is for this game for Web3? So they lied to me, huh? I don't own my items. I got a little snotty there for you guys. Sorry. I'm still down. I like these extraction shooters. Tarkov shot themselves in the foot too. I haven't played it since then. Really hope the game actually comes out. Doc was the bigger barrier to entry to me and the Web3 stuff. Imagine just have that work undone. Would have scorched earth if that happened to me. Yeah, imagine all the work that they put into it just gone. I played that in LA with Doc in the room on one of the computers at FaZe headquarters. That was the coolest thing. I thought that's probably the best I've been treated by a separate company for paying $60. You know, come on down to LA. We'll give you unlimited drinks. You get to play our game. You get to be there the moment the game is named. That was a cool experience, man. And they had 4 food trucks, all because I paid $60. I'll never forget that. I'll never forget the 5 or 6 IPAs that I drank. And then we had Peruvian food across the street with a bunch of other founders. That was a cool night, man. That was cool. I'll never forget that. But of course, now it's tainted by the released information. So I don't know. I just won't be supporting him anymore. I need to cut off my Champions Club membership. Shoot, what's really quick. And it sucks. It's the end of an era, you know? But maybe I'll just watch Tim the Tap Man instead. He's fun. But again, I don't know how I feel about that like fake relationship that they kind of had with each other. I thought they were friends. You know? They talked about how they used to talk to each other, but he was chilling by the pool acting like he didn't really talk to him. So don't like any of those chuds. I think they're funny. It's kind of just like noise. When I can't listen to music all the time during the day at work, so I put something else on. It's just like noise. I don't even watch it. I have it on, but I don't even watch it. It's like they're playing COD or Elden Ring or something. You deserve better content creators. That's probably true. My buddy says to watch Summit, but I hate Twitch. I do not like watching Twitch. I do remember Gino. I haven't watched him in a while. The comics dude. I need to watch him. And there was the other one that you showed me. But I need to check out those smaller creators. And of course, I still have like the Nerdrotic and the crew. Which I met him too. I shook his hand. Now what's next? I know he stole things and he's an ex-felon. BC Talks, that's it. Is that what he is? That's not the same thing. Is that really a channel name? Is this the same thing? is the worst. I don't think I like Mahler. I don't think Mahler talks culture war at all. I can't find BC talk. Is it B.C? No, this isn't it. You think Nerdrotic's the worst? That's funny when I hear people say that. He does just... I said the same thing. I'm tired of him using woke. I'm tired of his whole shtick too. He just so happens to have like little funny things though. And I like their conversations about House of Dragons. I listened to it today. Their review. I don't watch Geeks and Gamers though, Jeremy. I just saw him posting on Twitter. Oh god, everyone's making videos on Doc now. Send me the link to BC Talks. I know I have Gino. I actually cleaned out my subs recently. Manage. Mahler is pretty hard to pin down because he's so much content. Because I can't cite a specific intent. Don't usually call Mahler out. Yeah, Mahler's pretty... Mahler's on those... He's on a couple of podcasts with like Nerdrotic and Heel vs. Babyface. They go off on the culture war stuff, and Mahler's just like... chilling. Most of the time he talks about just the content. Oh, Innocent. Got it. Incident. Yeah, Mahler's pretty middle of the road. I don't know his affiliations at all and everything, so he doesn't really say it. He's really purely there for the content, which is cool. And that's kind of what I strive to be too. But yeah, send me the link to BC Talks. I forgot if I had him or not. Let me see. So he doesn't disagree? I mean, you could be on someone's show and disagree. But he doesn't disagree. That's true. He doesn't say stuff. I feel like Mahler gets tired of those talks too. He just wants to like make fun of bad movies and talk about movies and TV shows. Alt-Shift-X. He's really good too. He's a huge Game of Thrones, Dune guy. If you like Game of Thrones or Dune, Alt-Shift-X. He's really good. He has a recent Q&A and other stuff that I need to listen to. I got Evan Price. He's a gamer. He talks about retro games, like Star Wars games. Movie Overload is pretty good. There's a bunch of great channels, man. Oh, The Quiet Nerd. Dude, if you guys watch The Quiet Nerd, I don't know anything about him, but he does some really cool camping stuff. He makes camping vehicles out of like 2x4 electric batteries and plywood. Really cool channel. Really cool channel. Yeah, Gino Talks. Gino Talks Comics. I haven't watched him in a while. Dang, 2K? Look at that. Heroes Con 2024. He's killing it. That's awesome. Oh, it shows up on here. Pockets full of comics. All right. What are you sending me to? Got it. Oh, cool. Subscribe. Cool. Thank you. I got him. He inherited his grandpa's vintage collection? That'd be kind of cool. Dude, lots of good videos. Look at that. Thank you. I'll check him out. Pockets full of comics. Got it. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Here's your applause. I am definitely tired. I need another shower. Thanks for hanging out and for letting me be real with y'all real quick. as you can see, no more logo on there, unfortunately. It's the end of an era. There's no more knick-knack noise, and there's no more dock. Yeah, no worries, man. I'm going to bed too. Thank you guys for hanging out, and we will be back on Sunday for some more Elden Ring, so if you want to see me get angry, feel free to tune in. And then we have a bunch of shorts going out this week. I uploaded all of them today. It's really just cuts of the reviews that we've been doing. So we'll see if I get another video out this week. Probably not, but if not, we'll see you next week for more ACOLYTE, more House of the Dragon, and I'm going to read comics this weekend. I promise. I have like 3 huge stacks, so we will do it. Thank you so much for hanging out, Brett, Lewis, and everyone else. One more applause for you guys. I know it's loud. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you on Sunday. Good night.